All right. Today's date is Thursday, November 20th, 2025. It is currently 8:04 p.m. is when we're going to start. I am Preston Jones. I'm the owner of Final Whistle Sports TV. Mr. Jack Cagno, if you're here, can you unmute and introduce yourself as well, please?
Jack, I'm a commentator.
Awesome, thank you. And Cameron Brote is our other co-owner who is not in attendance tonight. Okay. That concludes that. We're gonna move forward. Jack, can you second that, please?
Yep.
Awesome. Previous meeting minutes are posted in a YouTube video on 610 Studios YouTube channel, our management company, also owned by myself. That whole video is posted on there of our previous meeting. I'm gonna first, Jack, can I have a second?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Okay, our next docket here is executives meeting in a breakout room. We are not going to be doing that, and we're just going to skip over that because our executive is currently not here. Cameron Broad is not here, so we're just going to move over that. There is no old business to go over, so we will skip over that as well, and we will go to new business. We will begin today's agenda with number 1, winter coverage plan continued on our agenda here. So, as far as that goes, we have the calendar is filling up quick as far as covering games at the St. Luke Sports Center, indoor soccer, flag football, and lacrosse. We're getting in there as well. That's filling up quick. We're also partnering with the Christian Basketball League, CBL. I don't think they're in attendance tonight. I think he said he was going to try and join in, but he's not here. We'll be partnering with them. They play it in the zone in Bath. So we'll be partnering with them. And somebody else who we possibly may be working with is Liga Hispania, PA, New Jersey. He needs a lot of futsal covered this winter in New Jersey, so we will do our best to accommodate them, and we are going to make sure that we get pricing and stuff from them because that will be a paid event. So I'll make a note of that so we can do that. And additionally, we have full range to cover executive education, basketball, girls and boys. So we'll be taking that up as well because they play a wide variety of teams. Jack, anything to add as far as any winter coverages, anything you don't like, things that you do like, anything that we should watch, anything like that?
No.
All right, very well. Next, we will continue to winter sponsorships. Number 2. So first of all, we're gonna have Back to Glory Blasting. He's gonna be coming back. He already told me for the winter season to sponsor us there. And like I told him, I said if he because obviously they can't be doing power washing in the winter. So if they have winter services, we will gladly film them a winter highlight of their services for no additional cost other than the 250, which is the sponsorship price. I believe we also have N from Kelly Nissan. Are you in here with us tonight?
Guys, nice to meet you. I haven't really introduced myself, so I'll just do it right now.
Sure.
My name is Modded, but it's too hard for people, so I just tell them to call me M. I'm I'm representing Kelly Nissan in this meeting right now. I do all of the social media stuff, and also I'm one of the event organizers as well. You guys would probably know Mike DeSora, who's the general manager of this place. He and another sales manager just told me to take over this stuff from Bree. Actually, Bree had told me to take over this stuff because I was now handling all the social medias, all of that stuff.
Sure.
Because of that, I was like, okay, I need to talk to these guys because I always see you guys posting us, tagging us all the time. And I had this conversation as well with, I think, someone, I forgot the name, who it was, about you guys, and I have a lot of plans with you guys. I have a lot of plans for you guys as well, and I think we're gonna make this good. We're gonna make this right. We're gonna make you guys popular as well, and we're gonna make Kelly Nissan do good as well. So yeah, that's just
Absolutely.
me.
Thank you.
Yes, please continue.
Sorry about that. It keeps cutting in and out. I'm sorry if I cut you off there.
No worries, no worries.
Zoom is a battle in itself. I'll say that.
Yeah, and even right now as well, I'm at Kelly Nissan right now, and you might hear an echo as well because everyone has left. Because 8 o'clock, no one stays, but I overstayed because I wanted to talk to you guys, and I was doing some other work as well. Because, yeah, whatever, but it is what it is. But now, literally, I'm alone in the entire dealership, and I'm
Oh
just in
man,
this
you
meeting.
got
Yeah,
free range.
well,
Free range.
you want to see something? Where I'll just open my camera 1 second. I'll show this to you as well. But this is recorded.
Ah, that's great. That's so funny. Well, thank you very much for staying with us tonight to attend this meeting. Anyway, I think I lost you. I don't think I can hear you. All right, we'll make sure we give him a second here. Oh, he's in the waiting room. All right, let me grab him. There we go. He's
Yeah.
back.
Sorry, guys. I was on my phone and I had like switched on my camera settings. So
That's all right.
look at this. Wait, I'll shoot. Like, my camera. Oh, I'm alone at the dealership. I'm just working.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. No managers there. No one else. No salespeople. I'm just over grinding. So yeah. No worries. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna talk about the event. We're gonna talk about more endeavors as well. I have a lot of plans with you guys, with the Final Whistle TV, just in general as well.
Sure.
And yeah, let's talk about this meeting. Let's continue. I won't bother you guys more by talking more. But yeah,
No,
let's
no,
continue.
that's all right.
Let's continue this and let's get work done.
Well, thank you very much for the nice introduction. I appreciate that, and I appreciate, obviously you seem like you value, what we do, and you have great ideas, which is really good to hear that, we have somebody who's interested. And that's exactly what we're looking for in partnerships like that. And that's exactly, I'll tell you how, I don't know if Bree told you how we came across this idea, but I was getting a haircut and we needed a we needed some sponsors to get this football season going. And so what I did is in my where I get my haircut at, I took a bunch of pictures of people's business cards and I reached out to all their emails and she was the only one who got back to me and she thought it was so funny cuz she was like, "Oh, I go there too for whoever." And so, yeah, we ended up doing this. We filmed the commercial for them for the football season. And yeah, but anyway, um it's been a great connection so far. You guys have a good following on social media, and I hope you guys have benefited from what we're doing. And I'm excited to see, what we can come up with again for the basketball and indoor football season. It's going to be the biggest winter season we've had so far. So we're excited, definitely, to have you guys with us.
And that's good actually, because and also it's only been like a couple of months now, since well actually couple of months since I've been doing all the social media stuff as well, and I've been analyzing you guys as well. I watched your YouTube, I watched your TikToks. I mean, I don't think you guys were that active on TikTok, but I'd watch your Facebook, I'd watch your Instagram as well. I looked at
Sure.
your stuff, so yeah, I wanted to get a basic knowledge about how you guys work, what you guys up to, and all of that stuff. And all the gaming stuff as well, like all the games that you guys host. It's really good job at such a young age to host everything, become an owner, because everyone thinks it's easy, but it is not. It's easy at all. I completely get that, and it's good that we guys are actually making progress, which is. And yeah, I actually talked to Bria as well. She had told me that, yeah, I was at this barber shop and this Preston guy was like, he just I think Cole emailed you or something or called you, whatever. And then she just talked to Mike, who's the general manager, and he was like, "Okay, go for it." And then you guys are here now. But yeah,
Yeah.
no worries. And yeah, and we are, well, me personally, I haven't really talked to Mike, but because I'm going to be pitching a lot of stuff to Mike as well about this stuff. And I've already pitched some of it, what I have in my mind for the Final Whistle TV and how we can sponsor you guys, how we can improve you guys and us at the same time for social media stuff and well, word of mouth as well. So I've got a lot of plans. We're going to be making good progress and we're going to be consistent with it as well. So let's just continue this stuff. And yeah, and so I was just packing up my stuff because I'm just done with this. I'm gonna be taking the meeting anyway, but I'm gonna be in my car. So yeah, yeah. Please continue. Yeah.
No, no problem. And again, thank you for staying this late for the meeting. I appreciate that. We have different stuff going on, so we had to put it a little later. But so yeah, I mean, all the ideas, I'm open for, fresh ideas, new ideas. I think it's great that you have, taken a look at what we're doing and you see what we're doing and you have visions for it. So that's amazing. Um so yeah, so like I said, the sponsorship renewal price, we just have a small fee just to get new equipment for us, and there is some games will have broadcasting and film fees because of NIL deals and stuff like that. So basically, sponsorships like that help pay for that basically. So you get stuff out of it, we get stuff out of it, all like that. So will you guys be able to renew for the 250 for the winter season?
Yeah. Yeah. We will.
Okay, great, great. And I'll shoot you my number. I know you emailed me. I'll shoot you my number so you could text me easier. And I have no problem. Like, we live in Nazareth, so I have no problem stopping in off of 248. No problem. And we can talk whatever. Doesn't matter. But I'm so glad that you guys have ideas for us and you see the great work that we're trying to put out there. And our numbers have been great this season. And I think really it is because of $250, unfortunately, in the media anymore doesn't go that far, but we were able to make great improvements just by having that extra, money to invest it into better equipment and stuff like that. So really, we're going to keep going up, and, with your help and your expertise, I have no doubt that, we're going to make some great things. So I appreciate it again.
Yeah. No worries. Completely. We're gonna make progress. And as I say usually, making progress every single day, just even if it has to be 1% or 2%, the more important thing is to make progress every single day, doing the right things consistently every single day. And when you do that for a consecutive long amount of time, you will achieve greatness no matter what it is, no matter what you're looking for. If it's crypto, if it's, well, your business, or if it's car dealerships, it's anything. If you do the correct things for a long amount of time, consistently, you will achieve greatness. And with the final whistle as well, what if we do some other plans? We have some other plans. What if we start posting engagement stuff as well? We run ads about some specific event so that we gather more people into the event. We post more about that across social media and do it in such a way where after some time, we wouldn't even have to pay for views, or even when we're doing this organically, which means that we are just posting it without even thinking of, let's say, paying for the views. We get to such a point where we wouldn't even have to think about that, and we'll be receiving millions of views across platforms, let's say Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. And especially with you guys, because you guys have such a larger audience, to say the least, because you guys are basically commentating about the football games, soccer games, basketball games, whatever. We already have kids, they already have social medias, and we have the team members as well. We have a lot of potential. We have a lot of potential, and if this is done the correct, potential to reach bigger numbers than most people would ever even think of, which is good, and we're gonna make that
100%.
right. So
100%.
yeah. So yeah, let's just continue this. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because most people think that this wouldn't work, or there are a lot of other places that people might watch, but they take two small regards for social media, which is fair enough. People, if they haven't seen real progress, they wouldn't believe it, and which is fair. It is all right, but we're gonna make progress. We're gonna do good, and then we're gonna make sure that we win and we achieve the things we want.
100%. Well, thank you very much again. I appreciate it. And like I said, I'll send you my number so we could keep closer contact. And if you have project ideas, hit me with them, and we'll go from there. I think I love what you said about getting better each day, doing the right things, and that's really what we strive for. So I'm glad we're on the same page as far as those goals and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do going forward. So thank you very much again.
Yeah, no worries. Please continue.
All right. If we are all clear from there, then I think we should be all good as far as that. And we'll keep in close contact with both of Back to Glory Blasting, who's not here, and Kelly Nissan. Um, Real quick, Cam got in here. Cam, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Cameron. I help out with the younger kids, kind of the reporter face of the company. And yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
Yeah, we have a lot of student commentators and student reporters who are interested in what we're doing. We're getting a little older. I'm a senior at Nazareth, and those two are juniors. So we're gonna need some fresh people for some years after that. So we have interest to keep going, and he really does a good job with them. Um, okay, so now we'll move on to item number 3 on the list here. We will move to the mileage reimbursement study. I know we put that off from last meeting, but I wanted to get an idea from the two other board members here. Should we do that study during the winter season, or since we're going to be busier, should we push that to the side? What do you think, Jack?
Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think we should do it at all. But if it was a need, I think we should push it till summer.
Okay, can I just because I want an idea? Why do you think it's not important to do?
But it doesn't make any sense. Like a mileage reimbursement is like getting paid for the miles we drive, right, to these events.
Sure, that's
But that
correct. Yeah.
doesn't make any sense because like where's the money coming from? Are they paying us more? Like that doesn't make to me it's just it doesn't make any sense.
So the reason I'll explain to you. So the reason we would do that study is to see, because if we would get an LLC under Final Whistle Sports name, they would reimburse our mileage, gas expenses because we had to travel, because we don't have a certain location. We're at different fields, some farther than others. So that's the reason. So we would be able to claim that, and they would pay us back for that. So the reason for doing the study is seeing how much money we would get back from our miles. It's just a thought.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think there needs I think it's not as simple as just like getting paid for mileage because
Yeah.
I just don't think the money's just gonna come out like that.
Okay, and you're 100% right about that, because I have looked into an LLC multiple times, and there are fees associated with the LLC. So maybe it might be more of a burden from where we're at now. Not saying it couldn't be something for the future, but where we're at now, probably not the best thing. Would all two other of you guys agree with what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Then we will just cross that off. Okay, next thing, number 4, more microphone purchases. We need 2 new more microphones. It's a necessity that we're gonna have to get 2 more microphones, just because if you guys are streaming up in the field house at the St. Luke Sports Center, and we have Charlie and Braden down at the rink streaming there as well, we need more microphones, and I only have the 2 that we use for our normal like Prime live streams and stuff. So it's gonna have to be an expense that we purchase. I just want to get the approval from you guys to buy the 2 more microphones, and I want to know, should we buy the same models that we currently have, or should we buy a little more um better model? What do you think? I'll go with Cam first for this one.
Uh, yeah, the two new ones of the same model should be good because they both work pretty well. So yeah.
They're pretty user friendly too. So,
hmm
Jack, what do you think?
I think we should get 2 microphones, and I don't really care what they are because it seems like the ones are working good right now.
All right. So I do have the approval though to make that purchase, and if we need to, I'll get the total, but we can make that purchase. I just need somebody's approval.
Indeed.
All right, that is approved. Number 5 is a photographer position, sports photographer position. I think we're revisiting this one from the last meeting too. So basically, we can start sports photography in the Lehigh Valley is taking off. I have the numbers somewhere, but it's skyrocketing. So we need to get on that game. We just do because we're a media company. We need to, meet the tiger where he's at. So with
Hey,
that,
really sorry to cut you off, but could you
sure.
like get the numbers as well for everything? And I'm like listening attentively to this meeting, so I want to hear about the social media numbers as well. So could you just bring the social media numbers, or if you can't get them today, could you like we can obviously text and stuff like from tomorrow, like after this meeting. But
Yep.
I would like to also see the social media numbers that you guys are pulling off. So from all platforms, let's say Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and if you guys post on TikTok as well, you can just tell me the TikTok views as well that you guys got in, let's say, the last 28 days and the last
Okay.
60 days. Let's just say that.
Um,
And also numbers that you guys were talking about right now.
okay, so numbers for last 28 days on all our socials and sports photographer numbers of how it's what would you say how it's going up like crazy in the Lehigh Valley?
Yeah, the
Okay.
progress and the potential it has. What it's at right now and what's the potential it has. So let's say if there's let's say for example, this is just an example by the way. If
Sure.
let's say it's at 100,000 views right now that like people are posting that stuff and it has a potential of 1 million and it has 100,000 views right now or it's almost getting 100,000 views. That would just tell me that what the potential it has, what's the potential it's consisting of, and how much it is doing right now. So just normal numbers and that's it.
Sure. Um so you don't mind if I send them to you in an email or text, right? Cuz I just want to make sure that they're right. And if I pull them
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
quickly, I don't
Take
want
your
them to be
time.
wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Take your time, and even if they're like wrong by slightly, let's say a couple thousand, it's fine because I'll look into them anyway. But I just want to get like a quick standpoint and a quick like note of knowing the potential and what it's actually at right now. Because I've like okay, this is just a personal thing of me. I've done social media stuff for a couple of years now. I've generated millions of views, faceless, no face, no voice, or like none of that stuff. And I know how to analyze this stuff. I know how to make stuff better. I know how to get millions of views across platforms, no matter what niche it is. That's why I'm just asking, like, what are your guys' numbers and what do you guys do? And that's the only reason why, because then I'll know what's the potential that it has and what's it's doing right now. So that's
Sure.
all.
100%. So I'll get those to you in the email and I'll try and get them as accurate as possible and then you can you probably know what you're looking at more than I would for the numbers, so you
Yeah,
can take a look at them and we'll go from there then. I made a note here to make sure I get them to you, so I'll get them for you.
sure. Thanks, man.
Yep. um so then as far as photographer positions, Cam and Jack, do you think that's something we should add? Just as we I have a camera, Cam has a camera that are decent, and it could be a starting camera. So do you think we should hit it, or do you think we should wait, look at the numbers, and see if we should really do it or not. What do you think, Jack?
I don't really know. So
Okay, and
kind of
it's
your opinion is my opinion.
so okay. And Cam, do you have any mixed opinions? Anything?
I second what Jack said.
Okay, so then I think it would be beneficial for us to look into it further, look at the numbers. If we find somebody that would like to be on the team, or if we want to do it ourselves, different things like that, I think we should look into it further instead of just saying, okay, we're going to offer this, and then we don't have like the structure for it. Can we all agree about that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, because I don't want to start something that we can't handle. You know what I mean? Um. Okay, we'll move on to number 6 on the list, and then we're gonna have to go into a break here for the meeting because it's gonna end itself because I turned on a feature so we don't get spams in here. So there'll be a new link going in on the chat, and once I say leave this one, go to that one, then we'll all go to that one. But we'll get through this first. Number 6 on the list is new members for the winter season. So we've had one leave and one join. One of our younger kids because it was too much of a commitment for him, and he wasn't enjoying it. So we had another one join. He plays lacrosse. I don't want to mention his name because he's not here. But he's doing a great job so far, and we're gonna get him all up to date on what we do and different things like that. And he's also interested in sports photography, so that could be another option. But as far as that, do you think we're good as far as, non-executive members for the winter season? We can handle all the stuff we're going to do. You guys both think so?
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay, number 7, price restructuring. So, what do we think about our current prices that we are charging people? Do we think they're not enough? Do we think they're too much? I think we're moving in a direction where we could move each price up about $15 to $20 just because our content is getting more professional. So, what do you guys think about that? Anybody have any opinions on it? If we would move up the prices, keep them where they're at? Cam, anything? Jack?
How much are we charging now?
So, all right, I'll pull it up
Th-
because I don't know off the top of my head.
Uh,
So, okay, so our services and pricing listed as on our website. A promotional/commercial video is $75. That is very low compared to what like businesses charge.
okay.
And
I
think about it. If we're out there for a whole day, me and you go do a promotional video for the whole day at some tournament at the county fields. 75 divided by 2 is what? Not very much money. So,
32.5.
yeah, exactly. Would you be happy with a whole day at the county fields walking away with
No.
32.5? Okay, so
Well,
exactly. So
if
we have
we're
to
hanging
change
out there all
stuff.
day, I'm not expecting only making $75.
Exactly. So that means we need to do some price restructuring.
Well, if we're spending all day at some place, the lowest we should go is like 150.
Yeah, that's exactly. So that's why this is very important.
Yeah, I was thinking more hourly rate though. Like, what's that? Like if we would estimate it from that pretend 75.
Right. So, okay, hourly is a whole different thing then.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can
Mm-hmm.
I think we could. Sorry, I'm trying to help out. M from Kelly Nissan. Sorry. So I think we should definitely restructure things. Then an interview is $15. If we're traveling out to interview somebody because they want a video, I don't like it. So we need to change that. So we're in agreement of that.
Yeah.
Jack, are you all right with that too?
I think we should make the other prices higher for everything except live stream with commentators. I think that's a good price.
Yes, yes, I agree with that.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Okay. Sponsorships then. 250 you think is I like 250. I think 250 is a good spot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And for our fan memberships, $3.99 a month for YouTube. I think that's all right, and they get loyalty badges next to their name.
I personally, I think that's kind of steep because we don't really
Yeah.
like it's just like a badge. It doesn't really do it. Like we need more
I would
out of
say only
that.
99.
You would say only what 99?
9.99. Or sorry, no, just 99. Yeah, just 99.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
would say
right.
like $1 or like two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't really have much
We
to
can make
offer
like
for
a better one
memberships.
eventually if we wanted to. Like
Okay.
like something with more value and just make it more expensive.
Right.
So I
Hey,
just think it's kind of
real
high.
quick. I'm glad to see you're back. Sorry about that. I don't know why it didn't let everybody through, but
Hey, sorry. I was driving, so I couldn't. I
yeah.
was trying to
No,
get to the meeting anyway, but yeah, I couldn't get it. Yeah, sorry.
you're all
Now I'm in
good.
the
You're all
meeting.
good.
Yeah.
We're on number 7, price restructuring right now, just so you know. Um, okay, so I'm approving a price restructure. Jack, can you second?
Okay.
And Cam?
Yep.
Okay, so next meeting, whenever that would be, whether we have one next month or not, we will have to have prices in mind to talk about during the meeting. So, all right, let's move on to number 8. That is going to be guidelines for video production releases. So, the reason that I added this on the docket was because we had a little incident with one of our juniors who was kind of getting mad that his videos were not going out. He is not here tonight. Well, he wasn't getting mad. He was frustrated that they weren't going out. And so basically, I think what we need to do, and mainly between Jack and I, just because we deal with the release a little more, I think what we need to do is we need to set a standard because we don't want explain it. Say again, I like what you said last time about if you have a few good YouTube shorts and you have one bad one, it tanks the thing. Are you right about that? Like, am I right about that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna explain the whole thing. Like when I upload YouTube shorts, like if one of mine is like I don't know, for some reason my like screen recording is just really low quality, like people are not gonna be engaged. It's gonna get like a couple hundred views maybe. And then it could just like get on the streak where like every video, no matter the quality, is just gonna get like less than what I think should be valued at, essentially just less overall.
And that would be called algorithm. It's a
Yep.
tough word to say, but that's exactly what it is. So yeah, we don't want to hurt our thing. So I think we should set a standard of, or we should have a I don't know, like he submits the video, or whoever's making videos, they submit the video, they want it to go out, and we can have an approval, or we can say, hey, no, sorry, this is not going out, and here's the reason why. People can get their feelings hurt, but it only makes us better. So, what are your thoughts?
I totally agree. I mean, I've uploaded a majority of shorts being sent to me that I've only didn't upload one because like the overall like it was very grainy and I asked to like to be resent. It was never sent to me, so never heard anything back. So I just kind of assumed maybe I don't know. I didn't assume anything. But
Okay.
my guideline right now is like you could send me as many as you want, 1,000 a day, but like I can review them and if they I could tell you whether it's going to be uploaded or not and the reason why, and then It's obviously not like a targeted attack or anything. It's just like we want to keep like stability and then the algorithm.
It's a quality thing. It's a
Yeah,
quality
it's not
thing.
like
It's not an
yeah.
attack. No, I know that. Okay, so then with that being said, do you want to make a post or something in our channel, Discord channel, that says like quality checks and things like that will happen, and your video, you reserve the right to deny the upload?
Yeah, are you gonna be like allowing people to upload videos or something too? I mean, that's a unrelated question, but
No.
okay.
Short answer, no.
So
It's not.
it's pretty much just for YouTube Shorts then. I'll just
Yep.
have to make
Yep,
that
because
clear.
that's where we ran into the issue. So we're gonna cut that off.
Yeah, because there's I was confused whether the video being sent was for a YouTube Short in the long form, and I guess it was for a long form.
Well, if it's long form, that should be going to me,
Yeah.
technically. But I'm gonna do the same thing. If I don't like it, if the quality's not good, I'm not gonna put out crap on the channel just to, I've had videos on the channel before where they underperformed and I knew very well that they didn't look good, so I stripped them off, and that's what happens. So, anyway, I think that's a good plan. We check the quality, we decide if it's going to go out or not, and we go from there. I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
All right, we'll move on to number 9. We have a applicant company trying to pitch us their services called Markup Designs. Markup Designs, are you currently in the call? Whether that be on Zoom or the phone call. Okay, nothing heard. From that, we'll be moving on to number 10, an applicant for their services to us. ANI Web Services. Are you currently in the call? Nothing heard. With that being said, since neither of our applicants showed up tonight, we will make an effort to hear your application for your services to our company in the next meeting. With that being said, okay, we are going to finish the agenda. That concludes our agenda for tonight. We have a few things that we'll be talking about after the meeting going forward to do some things and improve ourselves as a whole. Um, okay, we're gonna move on to public comment. I'm gonna first that. Can I have a second from Jack or Cam?
Sure thing.
Thank you very much. Is there anybody on the phone or in the Zoom that would like to make a public comment? Okay, not hearing anything. Mr. M from Kelly Nissan, anything to add for tonight?
Um, no, not really. I think that was a good meeting.
Awesome.
You guys did good. You guys are doing good as well. I was doing everything. Yeah, but obviously you and I are gonna talk about things like in the upcoming days. What are the numbers I asked you about, like all of that stuff, and I have some other plans as well, which we're gonna do. But yeah, other than that, everything seems fine.
For sure. And obviously, you found my number all right. That is the number you can contact me at. I saw your text come through. That goes to actually all three of us. We can receive all that. So if for some reason I miss it, somebody else will see it. So your message won't go unanswered. So, and the only thing I have to add is we don't have a set date on when we need the 250 by for the sponsorship for the winter season, but I'll make sure I communicate that all to you just so you know, so you're up to date on what's going on, stuff like that.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, with that being said, I am going to request to adjourn the meeting. No other public comments have been seen. I'm going to first, can I have a second?
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much for everybody who joined our meeting tonight. At this time, the meeting is going to be adjourned Thursday, November 20th at 8:51 p.m. Thank you again for everybody who joined in. And our next meeting date is to be determined and will be released on our social medias. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
Night.
Have a good night.
All right, bye guys.
Yep, have a good one.